Hi, this is Waz from Two Faces Paranormal, and this is our creation, the Paranormal Sensor Station. All of this firmware on this device was coded by me, and you'll have our research for updates and improvements that will be free for the life of the product. This device has an accelerometer built into it that will alert if you touch the bottom, the top, or the sides. Now I'd like to show you our first accessory, the environmental sensor. That's this hat on the top. You can remove it at any time. It's hot swappable, and the device will detect that you removed it and deal with it. Let me plug it back in. Okay, I'm going to hit the side button to reset. It also continuously recalibrates what 0 is, only alerting you of abrupt changes. This sensor detects temperature, humidity, and barometric pressure changes and displays them on this histogram just like it does with accelerometer changes. So to demonstrate the environmental sensor, let me blow on it. You can see I caused a spike in barometric pressure and in humidity, the purple line and the blue line. I can also get a temperature change to occur. You can see the spike and the yellow line where my breath caused a spike in temperature. Also, in normal circumstances, you wouldn't have someone breathing on it quite so hard. So you can see we had a lot of humidity alerts as it recalibrated back to 0. This is also a good time to show you the event counter. You can see it in white, it says 13, and there's a number next to each of these variables it checks. T for temperature, H humidity, P pressure, and then the X, Y, Z of the accelerometer. The most recent event to be triggered is highlighted in white. You can see now barometric pressure was just triggered and highlighted next to the P. We just had a drop in temperature. I also want to show you that the sensitivity is now set to the lowest threshold. So the smallest change above noise is going to trigger it now. That's why it might have even picked up heat from my hand. So if we hold this button down, you can see the S number increase from 1 to 5, and that's the threshold. Now it'll take 2 times the amount of change to trigger it. It defaults at the beginning to the most sensitive. You can turn the sensitivity down in like a noisy environment. If you want to change the sensitivity threshold of the accelerometers, you just press this button without holding it down. And it goes from 1 to 5. 1 being the smallest amount of movement it can detect above noise in the accelerometer. So if there's any slight vibrations, you're going to want to turn that up, or if you feel like you're getting too many false triggers and want to challenge the triggerer. One more button on the side here. This is the button to turn the beeps on. The more you press it, the higher frequency the beeps go up by an octave. That way you can differentiate the beeps from multiple of these units. You can also chain them together and get all of their data through an app or a web interface. That's also how you can update the firmware. 0 is off. If we hold this right button down, we can go into a menu screen, and once we're in there, every time we press this, we change an option. The first is the ID number that'll be used to tell this device apart on the app and on the web interface. It should come with this number on the sticker, but you can change it to whatever number you want. Next, we can turn the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on and off to save power. We can also change the brightness to save power. 2 is a good normal. And most exciting, we can change the CPU speed. When we change this, we not only change how quickly it samples data, but it also greatly affects the battery life to turn the CPU slower if you like. And of course, exiting. Thanks for taking a look at this exciting device with me, and we will show you more about the app and the web interface in the future.